the Champions League, Nate. Oh, the Champions League. Let me tell you something, Nate. Again, like I said, that crowd was filled with blue. Again, whether it was dark blue or whether it was light blue, it was filled with blue, Nate. But at the end of the day, the result is still the same. And Chelsea defeated Man City 1-0. Look, I predicted Man City to win this. You predicted Chelsea, so you got the best of me there. But overall, this was a defensive game. And again, I think it was a very good game. And there was a lot of opportunities for Man City to score, or a few of them where they had a good chance to score and they just couldn't do it, you know? Again, they just couldn't pull that trigger. I think, and Chelsea again did a great job of stopping them from scoring as well. The only goal that was actually scored that whole game was Havertz. He scored a goal and he was assisted by Mason Mount. So again, congratulations to him on scoring the only goal in this year's Champions League. And yeah, Nate, honestly, it was a good game. I seen the game, and again, it was very defensive. But there were times where both teams had a good chance to score, and the other team just did a good job of defending it. They just did a good job of cutting the ball off and stopping them from scoring. And again, when you really look at things, and what I think really separated them the most was I think that Chelsea was really good at tackling. I think they out tackled Man City 13-4 or something like that. So I mean, when you really look at it, I think that was a big factor as well. Other factors you could really point to, there really isn't a lot of them. Man City controlled the ball for most of the time. Again, they had less offsides than Chelsea, so there's not really a lot of things you can point to. But when you really look at it, Chelsea did a good job of just cutting that ball off, intercepting it. Did a great job of stopping Man City from scoring, and overall, they had a great defensive performance. I mean, they really did lock it down, and they really did stop Man City from scoring. And there wasn't really a lot of shots on goal neither, Nate. When you really look at it, there really wasn't. I'm looking at it right now, and there was 7 shots for Man City, and there were 8 shots for Chelsea. And then on target shots on target, there was 1 for Man City and 2 for Chelsea. But I got to give these goalies a lot of credit, especially I got to give both a lot of credit. I got to give Mendy a lot of credit. I give Ederson a lot of credit as well. Both of them did a great job. But at the end of the day, Mendy was just a better goalie, and he just did a better job, and that's what kind of helped Chelsea win the game. But Ederson did a pretty good job too, considering the fact that the score was 1-0. But yeah, I said it was going to be Chelsea's defense versus Man City's offense. Both of us said that. But at the end of the day, when you're playing a defensive game, since Chelsea is the better defensive team, you got to give them the credit. And it was funny because Chelsea had 18 clean sheets and Man City had 19. Well, after this, Nate, they both equally have 19 clean sheets because Chelsea ended up giving Man City a scoreless loss. So I got to give Man City a lot of credit. They did fight this whole year. Same thing for Chelsea, but Chelsea was the winner, and congratulations to them. They absolutely deserve it. They beat them earlier this season, and they ended up beating them again, which I got to give them a lot of credit for them on, because Man City was a really good team coming in. They were a really good team. And not only beat them once, but to beat them again in the Champions League, I got to give Chelsea a lot of credit. So with that being said, again, congratulations to Chelsea on being the 2021 Champions League winners. As for Man City, again, you had a great season. It really isn't nothing to be ashamed of. You played a great defensive game, but at the end of the day, Chelsea did a little bit more to win. But I got to tip my cap to Man City. They did a great job and they put up a great fight. So with that being said, congratulations to Chelsea, and I wish both teams the best of luck in the future.
Yeah, so do I. This, like you said, this was a very defensive game, and there's something about defensive games, that I just love. I just really, really love defensive games because it really brings on the anticipation on who's going to score next. You know what I mean? Like when it's offensive games, like everybody's scoring back and forth. Like we all know that. But like you said, blocks were shot, and I watched a little bit of the game myself. A lot of blocks were shot. There wasn't that many shots on goals, like you said, but I loved seeing that because it goes to show you how both defenses were dominant. It really just came down to who had the better offense in that particular moment, and Chelsea just proved to have the better they proved to have the better defense. So overall, Mario, I really enjoyed this game. Because I'm me personally, I love defensive games. I love defensive low scoring games. So a lot of people don't like that either. And I have no idea why. Defensive games just have a soft place in my heart, and I just love watching. She make me go on my toes and be like, damn, dude, this dude didn't score, that dude didn't score. You know what I mean? Like, it really brings on the anticipation. Like, offensive games, it does, but like not as much to anticipation as the defensive game, and that's why I enjoy this game so much. And I'm not even a soccer fan either. I'm saying that. So
Right. And
overall,
then
Mar, yeah,
right,
yeah, they did.
overall when teams like both these teams when they really don't give up a lot of room, especially like, offensive games really do start being created by fouls. And when you look at the fouls, like Man City had 14 and Chelsea had 13. So when you really look at it, Nate, like fouls wise, it wasn't that bad. It really
Yeah,
wasn't. I've seen a lot more foul. I've seen a lot worse. And when you look at yellow cards, I mean, Chelsea had one and Man City had two. So when you really look at it, Nate, when you're not giving up a lot of room, when you're not really giving up a lot of room, it creates for a good defensive game as well because nobody's letting up. Nobody's giving you that chance to do something offensively. And again, like Man City did a good job with possession. They had a better possession of them. It was 61% to 39%. They completed 609 passes to they had 609 passes to 401. They had a pass accuracy at 87%. So really, like, there's really nothing you could point to on Man City's side besides just the fact that Havertz was the only one that scored a goal, and Chelsea did a great job of stopping them. And I gotta give a lot of credit because Raheem they did a good job stopping Raheem Sterling, and Raheem Sterling was again, he was a really good player coming in. He was a very good scorer, and they did a good job of stopping him. And there was also Foden, and there were all these guys that Man City had that could really score, and they were really talented. And Chelsea just didn't let them have it. They didn't let them get a goal. They didn't let them get an assist. And I gotta be honest, Nate, I gotta give a lot of credit because um, Chelsea they had an American on that team, and I'm gonna look up his name right now because I know what the name is, but I'm gonna look it up right now. His name is Pulisic. He is an American soccer player, and not many American soccer players play in the Champions League, the European Champions League. Not many players play there. So I got to give him a lot of credit too. He is not the first American, but he is on a very, very small list of Americans who ended up winning a Champions League. So congratulations to him. Not many Americans have that chance because it is played in a European league. So congratulations to Pulisic on winning a Champions League because, as like I said, for Americans it's not that common for Americans to win Champions League. So credit to him. But again, at the end of the day, Nate, Chelsea just put up a better performance, and they did not many. Both of them didn't do a lot on offense, but they did just enough on defense. So with that being said, I got to give them a lot of credit.
yeah, absolutely. So not really much else for me to say here other than congratulations to Chelsea, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Same thing with Manchester. Best of luck to you guys moving forward. And yeah, overall, it was a great game.